is this concept that I'm wrestling with on the basis of again genetics and how the creation story as a whole, like that whole Big Bang theory thing is like kind of made up, and that there is empirical evidence that can sustain what we call now as life via empirical evidence, data, numerics, and data sequences, DNA sequences. Like when you think about a human, like a humanoid, hominoid, you think about oxygen. We need oxygen to breathe. You think about carbon, and it said that God created. If you really want me to get religious, that God created our skins, our sinews from clay, from dirt. So you would have to have carbon and different things of that nature. Oxygen, hydrogen, base elements, for our creation to at least combat this whole Big Bang theory. So we were created from an entity, from something, and science has stated many times that this is the truth. First, we can start to think about how there are base pairs within our DNA. To bring down our DNA to its lowest atom, to its most humblest state, we need to look at molecules. What are molecules? You know that there are molecules in water, that there are molecules in different states of matter, there are molecules in gases, there are molecules in solids, and all a molecule is a group of atoms that are bonded together. And what we have in our DNA are molecules. It is in itself a molecule, but then if we break down the atoms, we can find base pairs, which are basically what are these nucleotides, which are found in our RNA, our ribonucleic acids. And I've done some research, and I've come to find out that there are primordial elements even within our atoms. And if you break down atoms down to its quarter or its square, we've come to find out that there is a string within atoms that are similar to DNA sequences. And it's this huge string that goes from point A to point B, or point A to point T. And what this A is an adenine. And an adenine is this like weird white crystally string that connects to thymine, which is also known to cure cancer, which I've come to realize recently. And like I said, these primordial elements all have a sequence. So from the male became the female, from the fish became the lizard, or from the gorilla became the human, and that there is a string attached to each and every single one of these evolutionary characteristics. Like how like those pictures where it's like the monkey and then it goes up into like the Neanderthal and into the Neanderthal, the human. There is a string, a white crystally string that connects everything in a DNA sequence from its atomic form, or its most molecular form, from point A to point B, from point B to point C. You cannot, there's no other way to explain it other than that way. And I've collected my research from the National Institute of Health, the Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic,